Hey, what's happening, everyone? Cabin fever 16. It's getting windy outside. I had to eat just a couple of hungry man dinners walking out to the garage to lift some weights. Shit almost blew my little ass away, but I'm glad I made it because the squats, the bench, they are fire. Speaking of fire, Operation Cold Front got the heat source in, that warmth package of the propane and propane accessories. That 40,000 BTU heater is in, and used it the other day, making the garage gym quite toasty. This video may be one of the last, if not more infrequent videos using the wood fire stove. Enjoy the ambiance. Enjoy that wind there too. Look at that window flapping. Anyways, let's talk about lifting weights. What you're going to see here, some squats, some bench, showing you extended clips for a particular reason. I want you to see the setup. Start thinking right now that your lifts take place. They start the moment you touch that bar. If you start practicing your lifts and making them consistent from the moment you touch the bar to the moment you rack the bar, then you're going to be a pretty consistent lifter. We've got a lot of people with very inconsistent setups. They don't even know what they're doing heading into the moment they unrack the bar. Eliminate those variables. Worry about the weight that's on the bar and how many reps you got to do with it. If that's all you got to be concerned with when you're lifting weights, then it's going to be a good session. So just make sure your setups are complete, showing you these extended clips, because you'll see me work my way through this, building this base level of consistency as I have been since I had to recover from summer detraining and a minor fall injury when I moved up here. And that's, now been rehabbed through TRX use, body weight movements, all that other sort of stuff. Talked about it a whole lot. It's in the T3. You got to do it. If you don't do it, you ain't going to get here. And what I'm at right now is basically kicking ass, taking names, anything high bar, beltless. You throw a pause in it, blindfold, whatever. I could probably do it for about 30 repetitions total in the low 300s with some pretty good consistency. So I'm happy where I'm sitting. Now I've got a date to push to, though. Colorado State Championships is coming. So building all of this consistency for the squat, the bench, it's felt better now than it had been leading into last year's Colorado State Championship meet. So on paper, it seems like I'm way off from my best performance, but I think in reality, with just some hard push, some grinding of the teeth, and of course smart planning and auto-regulation, I'll be able to do some damage, do some really good work at the upcoming Colorado State Championship meet. So make sure you're just watching these setups, the consistency I'm trying to develop here, because come April 1st and 2nd, or 2nd and 3rd, whatever it is, in 2017, that best lifter for Raw and Classic Raw, they're getting paid at the Colorado State Championship meet. So if I want to make that money, I got to put the practice in. I got to hone my craft, my skill set. Starts with being good at the work you got to do. With lifting weights, that means repetitions. So I'm glad to be starting down here, working on this consistency work, making sure the form is dialed in, building that base level ability, driving up the technical max. You see me kill 405 high bar no belt for that pause squat the other day, just building upon that. Now, heading into this meet, I think I'm be able to do all right. Last year, got best lifter. It wasn't paid then. It is paid now, which means it's a game changer. Pretty excited that it's going that way too. I personally don't think powerlifting is an Olympic sport. I don't think it will be. I almost feel like it shouldn't be. The sport of powerlifting has its history, its roots in exhibitionism. It's been an exhibitionist sport starting out of the odd lifts a long time ago. And while it does definitely have its competition background, any exhibition is inherently a competition when you've got more than one person doing a demonstration. So get past that. Powerlifting, an exhibition lift, started because people want to lift weights to make money. And guess what? Over 100 years later, we're here. More money coming into the prize pool, drawing big name lifters from all over the place. We got John Hack coming over to compete for all that money. And while the Colorado State Championship meet is just a small meet, the fact that it's a paid meet is, I think, definitely heading in the right direction. We got paid meet, money on the line. That means what's going to happen is the pool of competitors is going to blow up. It's going to be great. It's going to be a new golden era of powerlifting. I'm not sure if many of you watched the old episodes of World's Strongest Man, but you'll see old-time football players back in the 70s competing against greats like Kaz. And while sure, they're not specialists in the sport of strongman, I don't think any of them ever did very, very well against someone like Bill Kazmaier, the legend, my spirit animal, the god himself. I don't think any of them did very well against him, honestly. But it's very cool to have professional athletes go cross-sport and do things, and I think powerlifting is definitely, with its growth and with it having money on the line, is going to be a way for minor league to professional athletes, even retired athletes, to just walk into a meet and win some money. They've got a lifetime of athletic skill development and skills to draw from. And that's essentially the basis, the foundation, and the success of the Russian training system. Linked below in the description box is an article from EliteFTS, caught it the other day. And while very long and verbose, the intro part and the history discussion on the source origins of the Russian training system I thought was actually pretty interesting and a good summary. So I'll link that below. And it's definitely overall a pretty good read as an article. So check that out. And what I'm getting to here is that these individuals who might even just be a minor league baseball player, they already have a high level of athletic skill. Give them a minor level of specific training to develop the competency for powerlifting, and they're going to do quite well. Sure, they might not kick ass against someone like Ray Williams or John Hack, Melee Durstein, Jesus Christ, the monster. Of course, we have these greats. Blaine Sumner, Chad Wesley Smith, Dan Green. So many greats. How could it get better? I don't know. Maybe we get John Jones to do a powerlifting meet. He wins a bunch of money. Maybe just $500, $1,000, $2,000, matches it, donates it to charity. Guess what? We got powerlifting growing. We got celebrities coming in. We got athletes coming in. It's going to be great. A new golden era of powerlifting. And not just to get all these big name competitors in here, but it puts more on the line. And when you got more on the line, you're going to train harder. I know if there was a paid meet in all 50 states, the pool of lifters, the skill level is just going to go way, way up. And I'm very happy to see it happening that way. I'm glad that we have things like the World Games and all of these other places for powerlifting to be demonstrated at as a competition. People to win medals, take home the glory for their country. That's great. Definitely see the value in that, and I commend those individuals who are dedicated to the pursuit of powerlifting in that function. Me personally, this is a hobby sport. Let's make that money. I think more and more are going to do that, and it's going to be great for powerlifting. You put money into something, it's usually going to grow, unless you involve the government. You involve the government, I've seen it firsthand. You put money into something, it disappears. It's magic. It's more magic than the gains you're about to see. Here, lots of work in the T3. The gains are coming in. Just kind of taking these next few weeks through the holidays to just build a level of consistency, slowly drive up my training volume, challenge myself a little bit, handle a little bit of heavy weight, because the next couple of months leading up to the Colorado State Championship meet is going to be pretty serious. I've got a lot of ground to make up, but I'm well trained, well equipped, and I think I could definitely do that. April 1st and 2nd is just around the corner, but there's bucks on the line. That means I got to practice my craft, got to start practicing my lifts, refining my setups, really be a nitpicker on my own training. It all starts with putting the reps in. That's what you saw here, 8 sets of 3. Hit a pretty casual and comfortable 3-rep max with 275 on the bench. Again, well fatigued heading into this training session. This short acronym here, RAPA, you do that, you're going to get better, you're going to get stronger. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you like the info, hope you like the jokes. Subscribe to the channel.
So what'd you have for dinner? A pound of fried chicken, mashed potatoes, corn and pudding. You? A sliver of trout spritzed with lemon, and baby carrots!
Shoulda had Hungry Man.